Here we go.
Here we go. Third time is a charm. What's up, champ? Hope you have a great day. Another video. Coach Sebastian here. David is here. This is the Friday special. We gotta come up with a name to this guy.
Yeah,
so
I don't know what the name will be.
we're coming up with names because we're coming up with new concepts here on the channel. Please, we love your input. Like, subscribe, and comment. Like I said, we love your input. So far we have True Conversations, which is the one when I'm having a conversation, a meeting with my own mind, dealing with issues, having true conversations together with myself and sharing it with you guys. We also have the one that I'm recording at the office, which is just a plain background. Those are more weekly recap, daily recap, if it's just a flash of insights that I'm having in that moment that I want to share with you guys. Then we have this more open conversation together with me, David, potentially other people, friends, artists, musicians, hopefully models.
Good people.
I think we wouldn't be angry if we got some models. If we had some models.
Would you like models on the
would you like-
podcast? Let us know.
Yeah, if you like some models, male and female, please comment.
Whatever you
Now
want.
I'm a fan,
No worries.
and I have a fly in my wine.
There was a fly in your wine.
There is a fly in my wine.
There is a fly in your wine.
Suffering. What do? Do I still drink it?
Ask the viewers.
Fan.
You know me. I would drink it. That's the answer. We switch.
This is yours. Yes.
Oh shit!
Spilled it.
He flew out.
Nej.
Yeah, he survived.
Vad fan. Okay, well.
That-
A life saved.
That's the happiest fly this Friday. Let me just say that.
Hi familia. Me and David been having a fantastic week. A lot of new things we keep coming back to. We talk about this all the time, but we're starting a new AI software company, an AI automation company, which is currently up and running. Have few clients coming in. Super excited. We're still doing the online coaching business, but not specifically only towards dancers anymore. It's both a little bit frightening, but at the same time, how to say it? Free giving. I don't know what that word is in English.
The free giving.
But it's like it's almost like relief. It's like can talk about new things, because that's a little bit what we felt, right? We were almost like locked in our niche.
Yeah.
That was the only thing we felt we could talk about.
It feels
right?
like the phoenix a little bit. Like
Yeah.
you get born from the ashes, and the ashes in this case is the Instagram account
Exactly.
getting deleted. Because before that happened, we were talking about this for a long time. Not that we don't want to coach dancers, not the point. The point is that we felt a drag towards another direction with your brand.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's so much more to do.
There's so much more to Coach
Yeah.
Sebastian, right?
Mhm.
To Coach Sebastian, the brand. And we want to clarify this. This is one of those things we keep coming back to frequently in our own conversation, that when we are referring to Coach Sebastian as a brand, right? Not as me talking about myself in third person, which I also do. make no mistake about it. But when we're talking about it, so. And after we had TEDx, we have a new public speaking keynote coming up. We're also going to Barcelona. Well, that's actually for a dance event.
Not booked yet for me.
No,
Did
it's
you
not
book?
booked yet. Yeah, I haven't booked.
No.
But you should really join.
I'm really doubting it.
Yeah, but we should really join.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like we just gotta start traveling again. Just get back to it.
Yeah.
Get back to it.
That I miss, of course.
Yeah.
I miss traveling, but it's just I mean, always when you do something new, which we're doing now,
Yeah.
like starting a new business, even though it's something we want to do, it's like you feel you're on your toes,
Yeah.
because success doesn't happen overnight.
That's very well
Doesn't
said.
matter where you are, right? Doesn't matter what you do, like it's gonna take some time.
That's the thing.
And
That's the thing.
I don't feel peace in my soul, which you should do. I feel it also. I have peace in my mind, but you don't. You know how the human brain works.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
what David is trying to say is like David is way more hands on deck, numbers. I can't do this unless this happens, while I am way much more. I don't know if that's right or left brain, but if I have a shotgun, and so if we were in a battlefield, David would be a very calculated sniper. He would be one of those snipers that are on a mountain, far away, like calculating, doing the calculations with math, feeling how much wind it is, and then the bending of the earth, shooting, waiting 2 weeks and to calculate, and then dead. That's David in our relationship, right? I'm more the type of guy that I'll go in with a shotgun, kick in the door, shoot, and then see, okay, what are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing? You know? So I'm either that guy, or as an army friend of ours, he calls me fighter pilot, which is actually the one
that's a great.
Which is actually the one I like. I think that I'm definitely a shotgun guy. No, definitely. But the one I think serves me even better is I just like, if in a fighter pilot, right? I just like to get a call saying, okay, what am I doing? Bombing that house? Got it. Say less. Get the chopper. In the chopper, go. Fuck shit up. Go back home. I'm done. Do some other shit.
Day after.
Same thing. Same thing. I just like to come in, fuck shit up.
Yeah.
So to use other terms, David is the assist.
I like to deal with shit.
Yeah.
But it also comes with a different mindset,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
I like to pass David the ball, run to the finish line or run to the goal line. David assists the ball, and I just stand still and do this. Get the ball in. I'm much more that type of guy. But that's a beautiful balance. Balance. And I think.
So coming back, trying to Barcelona, I probably join.
I think so.
But it needs to be accounted for.
We had a mentor for a while. We met the guy. Let's say we had a mentor session with the guy. His name was Stefan, German millionaire. And he says, we're talking about like venture capitalism, like investment in companies, blah, blah, blah. And he's like asking us about our company, and we're giving him like the big vision. He's like, yeah, but we have this vision of blah, blah, blah. He's like, guys, wonderful. It's wonderful. You want to help people. Wonderful. But numbers. Numbers. All that matters. That's
only thing that matters.
All that matters.
And it's so true, right? Because when it comes to business, numbers is like heartbeats. It's like air.
Yeah.
Like if you don't look at them, it's not like air. That's not the right comparison.
Yeah, in business it is. I heard this great quote. It says, business is a game and numbers is how you keep score.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's how it is.
Numbers is how you keep the score. Money is how you keep the score. How much money are you making? That's all it is.
You don't want to be the guy in the football team or the coach. They just say, no, but we're just playing this for fun.
Just for fun. Go out and have fun.
It's not fun to lose.
Go out and have fun.
It's not fun to lose.
Sucks to lose.
Yeah.
Sucks to lose. Yeah. One of the things that I've been really thinking about this last couple of weeks is loyalty. And loyalty towards, because there's different types of loyalty, right? There's different levels of loyalty. And I think loyalty in the most fundamental sense is doing what's right to the people in your circle, regardless of the circumstances, right? Especially if you're going up or if you're going down, right? And one of the things that I keep seeing a lot of people do is that the more successful they get, the less loyal they get. The more happy people get, the more less loyal most people tend to get, right? Whether that is towards your partners, family, whatever the case may be, right? And one of the things that I think is super important is to understand it needs to be a hierarchy. Who are you loyal towards? Mm-hmm. Not in every circumstance, but in your day-to-day life, right? Because it's very easy to say family first, and then when it's time to actually put family first, but then you might want to take your partner's train just because it's more convenient, right? But if it's family first, it's family first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can't tell me family first as a statement Like that's a statement. Like that's what I live for. Family first. That's that's a principle of mine.
Yeah.
And then when your family's fucking up, you're choosing your partner because this is more convenient. Because your family, end of the day, and we've seen this in so many times. We have big influencer friends that come in, turn on their family, then turn on the entire world, and the family like putting out their family on the internet. Oh my stepfather was cheating on my mom, and he brainwashed me to do this. He did this and this. Blah 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 blah. My mom is a psychopath. He's this. He's that. My sister is this. And then, when all the friends are gone, family is the only one there. Family is the only one there. And I think that's such an important thing to remember.
Yeah, but you said right that the more happy you get, the less loyal you get. Did you say that?
I think so. I think a lot.
I mean, it might be short term, maybe, right? But because in long term, because if you're not loyal, it's not gonna benefit you long term, I guess.
Exactly. But so if you and me, right? Yeah. Let's say there is a third person coming in.
Yeah.
And then that person is telling us, hey, like it's you and me, guys. Like it's the three of us. Like I'm loyal to this. We have friends that told us this.
Yeah.
Hey, we are a brotherhood. This is what we stand for. We stand for loyalty, values, principles, blah blah blah, boo boo bee, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as they didn't need us anymore because they found happiness somewhere else. Maybe they found happiness in a girl. Maybe they found happiness in whatever the case may be. Then all of that disappeared.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You understand what I mean? So they reach the level of happiness that they no longer feel that they need us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So their attitude towards us now changed. Or other people that we've been like, hey, it's guys, like it's you and me and this fourth person. We'll see how this plays out. And a couple of weeks later, boom, now best friends.
Yeah, but in general,
loyalty,
creates really
happiness. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So if you are loyal, that should, in a perfect world, equal more happiness, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of people forget that. A lot of people forget who were loyal towards them, and this is what I say. Like the happier they get, there is always like a threshold, and a lot of people forget that because I was so good with you guys, and you taught me so much, and then I was stable and blah blah blah, and then now I'm happy. And then what happened to the loyalty?
Yeah.
What happened to all the loyalty? Like we have people that have been hired for working with us.
Keep talking.
We have people who've been working with us for about a year now. In the beginning, everything was good, they were super grateful because they got a paycheck for the first time. They had employees that cared about them for the first time. Now they're used to their paycheck. They're used to the paycheck by now. So in a sense, the happiness level or their dopamine levels have reached the threshold. And now what happens? Showing up late at work, not doing as good of a job anymore, showing up with the bare minimum. And then what happens? Now we have to incentivize them. And then unfortunately, the only way it seems that this person can be incentivized is if we raise their paycheck, right? Because what more benefits do you want? You have more pay than average. You're not working full time. You're getting paid more than average full time. You're not working full time.
Mm-hmm.
You have every holiday off. Every what do you call it? Red day or like random Christian holiday that exists in the country. You have all of them off also.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
Yeah.
Right? So then you would expect it's like, yeah, but you haven't even worked here a year. So, but the happiness level has reached a threshold. So then the loyalty towards the base has been forgotten. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, it could obviously be more things to this currency, like this situation.
Certainly.
It's always more parameters, but I get that.
Certainly, but I believe there is a fundamental truth to what I just said.
Yeah, because that it happens a lot at work.
A lot. And then that's what I mean. It's like there has to be some type of basic hierarchy in your mind, right? So it's like, which is very tricky. Because it becomes tricky, especially when we have such a unique relationship that we do. We've been best friends since we were 12. We've been best friends for 20 plus years now.
Yeah.
So then when a girl comes in, it's like, of course you're loyal to a girl, or I'm loyal to my girl. But if I have to choose, I choose David. Why? We've been rocking for 20 years. So
It's the safest option.
yeah,
I'm
like,
loyal.
Yeah, but it's like we've been doing this shit for 20 years, and I'm kind of like where we're going.
And this is an interesting thing to talk about, because for us and for anyone else out there listening, having like, you know, I think people that have been getting kids can probably relate to this. But the change that will happen
Yeah,
the day one of us get kids, right?
certainly, right? Because
It's
that
going
is
to be
an
very interesting.
because it is an inevitable change.
Yeah.
But even in that moment, this is going to be very interesting to listen to this podcast, but even in that moment, I still believe that I will use my logical brain and say, in some senses, like, hey, look, like, this is what got me this far. Now, this is an add-on to my life. David is my life. But here is another add-on to my life, and I'm creating life over here with this person. So I believe there will become a natural synergy, right? So
Yeah, I don't think you or me would accept to where a reality becomes what we are about to discuss. Like, you know what I mean? Like that a kid comes into the world and all of a sudden you turn basically on your friends.
yeah,
It's not always that black and white,
no,
but that's what's happening. Because
then-
all of a sudden you care more about your blood family
Yeah, right.
than your friends, right? Because it's just supposed to be that way. But we will not accept that, I think.
And that's also a very interesting thing, because I have friends, like good friends, good men that have brains that just, and everybody says the same. Everybody says the same. As soon as you see that fucking kid's face the first time, whole life change.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
we'll see when that happens.
Yeah.
We'll see when that happens. But even now, it's like as soon as there is, you know, new friends or like partners or girls or people you go on dates with. So many times I'm the same. I'm like, should I go out? Should I go and meet this Teddy Riley? You know what I mean? Should I go out and like, should I move to New York and be Madonna's trainer? It's like, I'd rather spend time with David. so many times that shit have happened.
That makes me feel very honored.
Bro, so many times that shit happened. It's like, but I can move to New York, you know what I mean? Work with Madonna. I can do this and this, meet this person, blah, blah, blah. It's like,
Fuck it.
where's David?
We have more fun together.
Always.
Yeah, it's so interesting when you see that little thing come out. All of a sudden, your life change. How's that possible?
I don't know. I have
None of us will know until it happens.
I just know that I am under no stress. Zero. Doing fantastic living life with me and myself. Good.
Zero
no
stress.
stress. I believe that I'm still a young man. I still haven't peaked yet. A lot of more time.
When will you peak? When is your official peak? Like when you lay on your deathbed, when you're 100 years old, you look back at your life. When will you say that your peak was?
It depends, right? It's like what type of peak are you looking at? Are you talking about your mental peak? Are you talking about your physical peak? Like I believe physically I'll peak around, I don't know, like 30, 40, 35, 35, 35?
I mean, what is physical peak for you? Like
34 to 30.
lifting the heaviest?
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
I mean, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Like you probably lift heavier. You could have a little bit more muscle mass, but your skin is gonna be less tense, right?
Yeah.
According to how you like. I mean, some guys are just looking amazing at 40, 50, but
I think I'll lay on my deathbed and say the same. It's like
I think like 35 would be top, like peak. 36.
You think so?
For me.
Physically?
I think.
I just
so.
know I'm still not. I still haven't peaked yet. That's what I know.
Yeah.
I'm more mobile now than ever. I'm stronger. I'm way more explosive. But I'm 32, so
Yeah.
that's peak.
Yeah, I believe so. Also, we
Yeah.
have some years to go.
Yeah, I believe once you reach late 30s, that's when you feel it.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it takes longer time to warm up. Like it takes me way longer time to warm up now than it did like 10 years ago, just dancing. That is certainly.
Yeah, it does. But you also, because you're staying consistent with it, with morning movements, etc., you learn to like it, right?
Yeah.
But it takes some more time.
Yeah.
But I think it's just a good balance for your life to go more towards, like, the older you get, the more time you spend on your body.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you should go in that direction.
Yeah.
Because if not, you will decline faster.
Certainly.
So you need to do that, right?
Certainly. I just know myself. I'd be laying there. Like a lot of people say, like, oh, I want to die with no regrets. I know for a fact I'd be laying on my deathbed. I'd be laying on
regret so shit.
I'd be laying on deathbed and just like, oh, fuck it, I get so much shit I want to do. Like, didn't have time to do it all.
I'm trash. I was trash all the time.
I didn't have time to do it all. I just know that will happen. And I'm really pushing to like maximize my life. But I just know for a fact you will be laying there, it's like, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I went for it.
Yeah.
I will. I'm also certain, this is also one of those things that I keep saying. So there's a dichotomy to what I'm saying, right? Like I'm half joking saying this. Because I know if I would, and I say this frequently, if I die tomorrow, don't worry about me. Like,
Yeah, I feel the same.
yeah, don't be sad.
But that means that you're doing something right.
Pushed it.
That means you're doing something right.
Yeah, right? But but when you're laying on your deathbed, it will be the fact of like, it will also be the fact of like, fuck, artificial intelligence. Like now you can like probably like mate with robots, right? It's like,
Bro, it's gonna be amazing.
no, I'm gonna miss that.
I I haven't been into like video games since I was like 18.
Yeah.
Because after I took conscious decision,
Yeah.
like I don't have time for this shit. But I want to get into video games again when I'm like 65.
Yeah.
Just because imagine how games will be at that
Yeah.
time. How addictive it will be, how much fun.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. But so there's dichotomy to that. Like it's almost like I'm very satisfied and happy with what I've accomplished in life so far, right? And therefore as a result it's like, well, if I died tomorrow, like don't worry about me. Like I'm one of the few people on the planet that can say I've traveled. And not only have I been able to travel the world, I've done it multiple times together with my best friend, working on our company. And I have a great relationship with the majority of the people in my family. Don't worry about me.
Sounds good.
Don't worry about me. Like if that was the swing, it was a great swing. I really swanked and like tried to hit that shit to the fences, you know what I mean? Like I really went for it, yeah. But
if you die today, what would be, when you go to heaven, right? You knock on the gates, like, God, can I come in? It's like, yeah, sure. But just look at your fuck ups here. Like, what do you think would be like the major things? You don't have to say details if it's private, too private, but like, what do you think your person, like, something that you didn't go for maybe, or something that you wish you did more of?
I didn't try to become a rapper.
I never heard that.
I think that's one of those. I think every male hip hop dancers feel this.
Yeah.
Every male hip hop dancer felt this like, you know, I could become a rapper if I wanted to. I think that would be like the thing.
Maybe that would be for me too. Like, why didn't I earlier? I have two things, I guess. It's like, why didn't I go full out on sports? Would be like one like what if thing, right? The second thing would be like, what if you only went for music and actually went in for making something, you know? Because I was never serious with music. I was serious with sports when I was younger, like all young men.
Yeah.
But the conscious decisions in both was like, no. Because I thought I wasn't good enough, I guess. I didn't want to spend that amount of time. I didn't want to risk losing my youth. But that's because that's what I was thinking, honestly. Like, I'm gonna potentially lose all of these experiences, go traveling. Because we planned for like 2-3 years during the high school.
Yeah.
Like, we will go traveling to Australia.
Yeah.
But at that same time, I'm as most like into sports I've ever been, right? Like I trained 8 times a week, probably, like football and floorball. I did both, right? Because I liked both a lot, but floorball was more like we were like the best team in Sweden, so like that was really like an opportunity to
grow with the team. But for football, it was more like I can have a career here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But then I just like I felt so much pressure in that sport,
Yeah.
in the sport thing, and I was like, if it's this much pressure now, like just imagine how it will be.
Yeah.
And I will not have time for friends and all of these things that you think is very like the most awesome things when you're
Yeah.
young and older, being with your friends. I felt like I will lose that, which is not the truth necessarily, but you will lose like the experiences of just fuck up, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, certainly, but I also think that was. I think it was our fault, like as a collective. It's like
Yeah.
both of us every day from 15, 16, 17, 18, 3 or 4 years, like constantly every day, skipping school, not showing up in class.
All
Why?
bad and good ideas we had together.
All of them, just skipping school, not showing up. Why? Because we're gonna travel. Fuck the system. Fuck everybody.
They get amplified.
We don't need nobody.
Everything
Dave
gets
and Bass
amplified when
against
you're
the
two.
world.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you always have confirmation bias.
Yeah, always.
Like, oh, I feel like this. You also feel like that.
Yeah. One of the moments when I really understood like how different we were is when we went to it was during swine flu. And swine flu was a thing. I don't even remember what year it was. 2013?
No, it's earlier.
Earlier?
Because we go in
8?
school. We finished
8?
2010.
Oh really?
So this is like 2008.
2008. Swine flu. That shit's happening worldwide. And then everybody's gonna go and take that vaccine, right? So we
Yeah.
just. Can you say that? I heard you can't say those words on YouTube anymore.
I think if you can't,
Yeah,
fuck
we'll
it. No
see.
one's gonna see this episode.
We'll see.
Sorry, guys.
We'll see. So me and David were in school. You about to take this swine flu shot. We're walking. They're calling it's our class. We're just gonna go and mass vaccinate us. We're feeling like cows, about to get marked on I don't know what that's called even, but like on a band, standing like cows, fucking sheeps. Me and David, we just look at each other and we're like, it doesn't feel right. David is like,
This does not feel
nah,
right.
this doesn't feel right, bro. And we just look at each other, it's like, yeah, fuck this shit. And then we left. Fuck this shit. I clearly remember this memory.
I'm trying to find a photo from that bridge. Because I sent it to you.
Yeah, you told me.
I was there this summer. Just got flashbacks to these moments.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
yeah. But it's one of those moments when it was really like, no, we're not the same. We're not the same as everybody else. We just refuse to stand in lines. Like, we're gonna do what? Swine flu? What the fuck?
And honestly, that's an ego thing for me. That's something I know is an ego thing for me. That's been driving some of my actions. To go travel, then to keep traveling, then to become an entrepreneur together with you, like taking that huge leap of faith. All of that, I think, is like fed from that I want to be different. Like I don't want to not only be different, but I don't want to live a normal life, quote unquote, right? In Sweden we say the 3 V's: villa, Volvo, and vovve, which is dog.
Like house, Volvo, dog. Like
Yeah.
the 3 V's. You don't live
Yeah.
standard 9 to 5. Standard Mr. Jones, I think
Yeah.
it's called.
I didn't feel that was the route for me, and that kind of been a source of inspiration.
What do you mean? That is an ego thing driving that?
Somehow it is. Somehow it is, because I don't want to be like everyone else. Why not? Why is that not good enough? Because I want to be better. Like I'm better than everyone else, maybe.
You think that's it?
I never think like that in words in my head, but I think it's some unconscious thing that is like, I want to do different things because then I feel more fulfilled.
Yeah.
I feel more fulfilled if I do things that no one else have done.
Yeah.
Because that makes me having a different experience of life, and that's in my head is better. It's obviously not better for most of people. Like most people
Certainly
get
not.
stressed shit out if they knew what I've been going through.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Yeah,
I love everything about it.
Yeah. No, but it's one of like the majority of people shouldn't be entrepreneurs. Like
Oof, no.
The majority of people should not. If you're looking at this right now and you're considering being an entrepreneur, if you're considering it, I tell you right now, it's not for you.
Found a photo of this bridge. I can't see it.
Let me see.
Maybe I can show it here.
Classy.
That's the bridge where we first took the
classic.
decision to
Just be rebels.
Be rebels.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Well, my tip to you, my dear friend,
Yeah.
is that if you're sitting at home considering, like, maybe I want to be an entrepreneur, maybe this is for me, it seems cool, then it's not for you. If you're considering it, it's not for you. It has to be a calling. It has to be a calling that is so great that you don't see any other potential outcome.
But is that true if you're young?
Yes.
If you're young,
Yes.
like you're trying to explore.
What are you exploring?
You're trying to find a way to navigate through this. I don't want to work in the supermarket. I
Sure.
don't want to study.
Sure, but then you shouldn't start with entrepreneurship.
What should
You
you do
shouldn't
then?
start with entrepreneurship. You should start with normal 9 to 5. And you do that until you really feel like, if this is life, I'll shoot myself. Like, if this is life, if this shit is life, then I'm out. And I can't do this shit. This can't be it. Then you study.
Yeah.
And then you try, and then you study, do whatever that is. And then if you still feel that it's like, nah, this cannot be it, then my friend, you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But don't start with entrepreneurship, because then if you start with entrepreneurship when you're young and you're considering it, then you're gonna put your foot in it, and then
You're
it's
gonna
like,
burn.
oh, here it was hot, and then you will never try it again.
Mm.
Why? No, but I tried entrepreneurship as young. I tried to start. You didn't try fuck shit. You didn't try nothing. You tried to start a dropshipping company with your friend, and it didn't pay off. You lost a lot of money, and that was it.
Yeah, and I think the reason why a lot of people are taking that step maybe too soon is because of YouTube
I
thumbnails.
think it's cool.
Because of Instagram, like they see these
It
guys
looks
with
cool.
who rents Lamborghinis and who are making like $10,000 to like $40,000 per week.
That
because
is not entrepreneurship.
but
my friend.
it's very rare. Let me just tell that. Like very few people in their 20s are getting there through something they created themselves, right?
Both me and David have been on private jets. Both me and David have been on private huge boats, been in sports cars. We've been in private jets together. That is a fraction of the amount of hours you will be working completely for free. So people have this, but I don't want to work for nobody. I don't want to work 9 to 5. Entrepreneurship is working 24/7.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's a good way
That's
to put
what
it.
it is.
But if you
Like-
want to do that, then it's good for you.
If you want to do that, if you in your mind can see no other outcome, then my friend, welcome to the team. This is not going to be easy.
Welcome to the inner circle.
Welcome to the inner circle. This is not going to be easy, but I pledge to do my absolute best to guide you in every way, shape, and form. And if you need any help, please reach out, and I promise you I'm going to give you the most amount of time I can without damaging my own company and my own health to help you move in the right direction. But this is only if you have no other way of surviving. Like, that's what I believe. Like, I truly believe that. I don't believe this is for everyone.
If
don't
anyone
believe so.
reach out watching this video, expressing in a long letter how much they want to become entrepreneur, will you give them your coaching program for free?
Not that easy. Not that easy. There are some few steps before.
Okay.
There are some few steps before. But in the end of it, there might be a coaching program. But I'm not going to give that to you for free. Because if I give it to you for free, you're not going to pay attention. If you don't pay, you don't pay attention. That I've seen that. I've done it multiple times. I don't know how many people I've pushed in the right direction. I don't know how many people that I've told, like, hey, this is the route to go. You're telling me you want to be a YouTube influencer or you want to be an Instagram influencer? This is how you make money with it fast. This is what we know. We know how to make money with social media very fast and effectively. Sure you want to do this? This is the route. Yeah, but you know, like my dog gets sick and blah, like, because you didn't pay, so you don't really pay attention.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
I've been in Cape Verde on the green mountaintops of Santantown with Wi-Fi, putting in my headphones, glued to the screen for an hour and a half just because I paid for a membership. And paid for a mentorship program. So
Yeah, that's the power of paying.
that's the power of paying. And that's also the power of having a clear vision. And this is what I'm saying. if you just think that you're gonna try entrepreneurship, then just then just don't do that. Like instead, go for something safe, get money, get experience, do that, get enough money, so you can actually do entrepreneurship on the side. Don't think that you want to do this and do it full time. Like I don't think that's a good idea. I think that's just gonna fuck you up in the long term.
And I think advice for all young people who's watching, just as you say, get a normal fucking job, and get as many normal fucking jobs as you can.
Certainly.
Like as soon as possible in your life. Like try to be in logistic, pack some fucking trucks or something, deliver fish to the,
Be a waiter.
Be a waiter is really good.
Be a waiter.
Work in construction, because that will make you understand different industries, different jobs, and also appreciate once you start your own thing, you will like have memories of those jobs. Like, yeah, this sucks working 24 hours a day, but at least I do my own thing.
Yeah.
At least I do my own thing.
Exactly. And that's what I say. So if you are considering becoming an entrepreneur, it's like, don't consider, do something until there is no other way. Like, I cannot do this. I've been working in call centers, I've been working on B2B, like I've been out door knocking, I've been working in kindergarten for the longest time.
I love knocking doors.
Huh?
I love knocking doors.
I fucking hated it at the time, but it was a great experience. I'm very glad I did it. I learned a lot.
Kindergarten, you worked in anyway.
Worked in kindergarten together with David for like a year. I did that shit in Norway also. I worked in McDonald's, waiter for I don't know how many years. So I can tell you right now that all of these options is like, I've done it. So I knew that I couldn't do that. Only do that. So what did I do? I was doing this shit to secure my income because I was living abroad already. So I did all of these things, or one of them, or two of them at the same time. And I was starting this company because I knew that I couldn't see myself do this forever. So I had to find a way out, and this was the way out. So my life was on the line, right? Like that's really what I felt. Like I have no other way. Like I have to push on this so I can stop doing this. But if you're in the middle and you haven't experienced this, and it's like, oh, maybe I'm gonna try drop shipping. Put 2 hours in, or I'm gonna do online coaching. And you put 2 hours in on Tuesday, and then you don't do it on Wednesday, and then you'd make no money, and then like, yeah, but entrepreneurship is not for me. Like, no.
That's the wrong way of seeing it. Because I think it's good to, even when you do your own thing, entrepreneurship is good to try a lot of different random stuff. Like online, I mean, like different, because it's the same thing, but in the modern world, so to say. Like, because you and me, like we tried a lot of different things online. Like we sold courses, subscriptions, low ticket, high ticket, be selling ebooks, be doing online workshops, in-person workshops. What more? Like that's just like within our business. But then we have tried a lot of projects outside of that, like different random stuff.
Yeah, certainly.
So I think it's good to try new things because you learn along the way. That's what I wanted to get to.
Yeah.
Like you learn different softwares. You learn like, okay, this guy, like he's doing okay, and you start to understand how the whole ecosystem of the internet, like marketing, works. Because every part of the internet.
But if you didn't work at the airport, you would never have the patience to do that.
No, maybe.
If you didn't hate your airport job, you wouldn't. You wouldn't have the patience to do that. You know.
Yeah.
So that's what I say. It's like do the safe. I'm not saying do the safe thing. I say if you're considering it, then don't do it. Do it when you feel you have no other option. That's what I, because I think it's such an unsafe bet. Entrepreneurship, it's such an unsafe bet. So being uncertain of it, it's not worth the squeeze, because the squeeze is just like the risk of failure is so huge.
Yeah, it is.
So it's like, what are you betting?
Yeah.
Like, why are you going down this route? Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. It's a way of life. Like, how many people haven't we joined? How many people haven't been on this journey together with us? Friends, family, girls coming in, staying for a couple of weeks, staying for a couple of months. You're the hardest thing for since sliced bread for a year potentially, and then like the wind. Like the wind.
Yeah.
Because this is not for everyone.
No.
And that's cool. It doesn't need to be for everyone. It's not flashy.
I think the best way is to have a normal job, like learn or maybe hopefully something maybe you like, something you studied, and then start your own thing on the side.
That's it.
That is the best way.
That's it. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Because then you feel it, right?
Yeah.
Just like, oh fuck, I can't be bothered to spend 2 hours per day, like after a normal job, right? You worked 8 hours, you come home, you have 2 or 4 hours of your own thing to do, and you feel that is too much. Like you can't handle that several weeks, months in a row. Then yeah, it's a sign that maybe entrepreneurship is not for you. Because
And you can grow
entrepreneurship is
into it,
yeah.
right? Like you can grow into it. Don't stress
course,
it, but like
of course.
don't do this super unsafe bet if you're considering it. It has to be like I will fucking shoot myself in the face if this is life. Like that's how it was for me at least. So that's my own experience. So that's the only thing I'll recommend. Yeah, entrepreneurship. If you feel like working 24/7, 365 days a year, if you feel like you absolutely hate spending time with your family, if you would rather sit in front.
You don't have to travel the world like you do.
But you would like you won't meet your family. You have something has to fall. Something has to fall. Like you will meet them every once in a while, but you will miss birthdays.
Yeah.
You won't spend Christmas with like the like. I don't believe that to be a fallacy. I believe this is a fact. It's like because it's competitive.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like when I'm waking up 5:30 and you're in bed and I'm working and we are sharing customers, who will win? Me. You're not working Christmas. You're not willing to work Christmas. I'm willing to work Christmas.
Yeah.
So who will win? Me. And then I'm not saying it's better or good. I'm saying because I have mentors that are willing to miss their father's funeral.
Yeah.
Who will win? Them. Because I'm not willing to do that. Right?
Yeah.
When my father dies, when my father passes away, I'll be on the plane back to Sweden. And I will spend time with my family. And I won't work during that time. Now I have entrepreneur and I will cancel whatever it is, whether that is big shows or I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
That's what I feel now at least.
Yeah. I feel the same.
And then, but I have mentors that won't do that. So who will win in the game of money? Who will win? Them.
Yeah.
Why they're willing to sacrifice more? Will I be happier? Probably. Will I live a more fulfilled life? Yeah, one could argue. But in the game of money, I'm losing.
Yeah.
It's really that simple.
Yeah, because you have more. What word did we use in the beginning? Not faithful. We said
Loyalty.
Loyalty.
Yeah, I have
Loyalty towards
yeah.
your family.
And that comes with a price, and I'm willing to pay that price for now. For now,
Mm.
right? And it's interesting. But then again, life is a game. Because it's an overall game, right? We have mentors that like I would hate to have their life. I would hate to have their life. But in business, they are amazing. They are amazing. So you gotta design life after what you want, right? Which is a very tricky thing.
Yeah.
It's a very tricky thing because it's like, okay, but what do you want? Well, you gotta try a bunch of things. You gotta try it out, but you try the safe things first. Not entrepreneurship. What are you talking about?
Learn some shit first.
Learn some shit.
Go through some shit.
Go through some shit. Yeah. I think that's it.
That's it. It's a wrap.
I think that's it. I think that's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
I think that's a wrap. Thank you for listening.
Thank
Stay
you.
sharp, guys.
Stay sharp.